Welcome to the New York Archive. This is the coolest moment of the week. For people who are just discovering you, who is Kelley and who is she becoming?
Hi, I'm Kelley Hire. I'm an actor and content creator. I'm probably most well known for creating the Apple Dance. Who am I becoming? Someone I haven't met yet, I guess. Maybe becoming a better version of myself. I always strive to be a better version of myself.
I think we're always pressured to know what the next move is, and it's like, oh, who are you becoming? What are you doing next? And sometimes it's okay to be like, I just want to naturally evolve.
Who am I becoming? A year older, you know?
Yeah, going around the sun one more
Yes,
time apparently.
exactly.
What would be your go-to shoe for a date?
Something with like a sturdy heel.
Okay.
I want to be comfortable, but I'm 5'4", so anything to elevate my height. Like I have the energy of a 6'3" man.
Like you project taller.
Thank you. So I want to like project really tall energy,
Yeah.
even though I'm not. On a first date, I want to be a little intimidating.
Totally.
You know, it's like, yeah, I'm really pretty.
Yeah,
Be
work for
nervous.
it. Would there be a shoe or archival piece that lives rent-free in your brain?
Oh my god, it's the Miu Miu Fall Winter 1999. Very like Daphne Scooby-Doo. I really want a pair, but they are either not my size or they're like $2,000, and I just can't justify. Yeah, but I love those shoes, and I love that collection, and I will own one day.
What's a movie or show that you watch solely for the fashion?
A lot of like period pieces, which I don't watch it solely for the fashion. Everything I watch because I want to watch it. Emma from 2020, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Dune. Honestly, I know that's like sci-fi, that's not a period piece. I think most contemporary shows, this is not like a knock at costume designers or anything, but it's like, you know, Succession, they're wearing like really nice designer clothes, and you see Shiv with like a Birkin handbag, and that makes sense, right, and stuff. But period shows, the clothing back then had so much more detail and visual texture, and it's so much more pleasing to the eye to me. Like Emma, yeah, I'll put it on and it's just like gorgeous pleats and lace and ruffles, and it's so beautiful. And so yeah, I love watching period pieces.
I love that. That's like the first time anyone's ever said that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. When did you know that you wanted to be an actor?
Oh my gosh, it's cliche, but like from the very beginning. I went to college prep high school, and so the moment you enter freshman year, they're like, what do you want to do for college? Like, this is what can happen. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that you could get a BFA. I could go study this and then work in this field. Incredible. This is what I want to do because this is what I enjoy doing the most. And over time I learned that there really is no linear path to becoming a successful working actor. Not everyone has to do the BFA thing. I actually dropped out of my BFA program, but I am really glad that I did go study. I think studying is important for anyone in any field, and I'm just really grateful that this is a career I get to pursue.
I love like when people know what they want to do, and again, like I think I always knew I wanted to work in fashion, but I didn't have like a typical career trajectory to get here. And so like it's nice to know that people know themselves well enough that even if like you have to figure things out along the way, you end up like right in the place you should be.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty big reflection on just who I am as a person. I'm very strong-headed. Like when I want something, I make it happen.
You're like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. And I'm like, what? And so it was kind of just like the moment I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like there was no other path forward for me.
What inspires your creative work?
For social media and acting, it comes down to like wanting to connect with people. Because on social media, I'm posting the clothes I love and places I like to thrift and music I like to listen to. And the hope is that the person watching it likes it as well. And like comments, we talk or whatever, and we're connecting over that. And then for acting, I want to connect with my scene partner, and I want the audience to connect with my character. I think especially in this time where like we're oddly all disconnected because we're just focused on our phone. I just want to post things and make things that resonate with people and can connect people.
What's been the coolest or most unexpected reactions to Apple Dance?
Well, definitely the coolest was the Olympians.
Oh my gosh,
the women's rugby team, track runners. It just so happened that the Olympics were happening that summer, and I kept getting tagged in videos of freaking Olympians, like really cool athletes.
That's awesome.
I think one of the more like surreal, like soft, squishy feelings that come from it is I get people who come up to me and they're like, oh my god, I did the Apple Dance with my grandmother, or like my little cousin and I were doing it together. The fact that it became so big that a lot of people had some connection to it in some small way in their life, and in a way kind of marked that summer for them. That's so special.
It really was like a very livable moment in time. How does that / did that like make you feel?
Oh my god, so emotional and squishy. And just really
I love the use of squishy.
Squishy emotions. Just really grateful and full of joy. The fact that something I made reached so many people
Yeah.
and brought so much people like joy, or just like they felt a little silly, like a positive emotion, I guess, was really overwhelming at times, because I was like, oh my goodness, like this is such a special thing that's happening, and I just love that so many people love it. And so it was a lot of like happy tears, which is crazy because it's a TikTok dance, but like, yeah.
It's just crazy that like we have the opportunity to reach so many people in a way like where society like never has before. And so like for the human mind to have to process that, I can imagine that just like it both like good and bad, it could just be so overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, hello. Is there a place in the city that you always find yourself coming back to?
Oh my god, yes. Riverside Park and Hudson River Park. Basically like the West Side Greenery. I'm a huge fan of the Hudson River. She gets so much hate and she's such an important part of the New York City ecosystem, and I love walking along the water there. Pierrot Cafe is super fun. There's like all these like willow trees and benches, and it's also more local people and like family versus Central Park or other parks which can be a little touristy. People are just there to like get outside during their day.
Literally touch grass.
Yes, literally touch grass. I just think it's so important, especially like when we're walking around the city, the concrete jungle, to go out and see the actual nature that like New York State has to offer, and it's literally right in our backyard. I love the Hudson River so much. She's so special.
Hudson River shout out.
Yes.
Hudson River appreciation.
Hudson River.
So how has place, both digital and physical, shaped your point of view?
Both online and physical spaces have given me access to more things that I wouldn't have access to before. So I think of like in middle school when I was on Tumblr, right? Like that digital space.
Yeah, and I'm sad.
So not only was I like in fandom spaces consuming like super hulock content and like being exposed to TV shows and writings and stuff I wouldn't have known about otherwise, I was also able to see Alexander McQueen runway photos, you know? And be like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. I love the way these people are dressed. I want to dress like that. And then, you know, New York City. New York City is the greatest city in the world, and I'm so lucky and grateful that I get to live here. This is where culture starts. Theater, fashion, music, queer nightlife, anything. It all kind of stems here and then spreads out to the rest of the world. And so being able to live here and have access to so many people and ideas, I think it really just opens your mind and also makes you want to try new things.
Yeah.
You know, you see someone wearing something, you're like, that's so bad. People talking about a book they read or a museum they went to. It's just such an incredible opportunity to like be at the center of things. Obviously I'm a transplant, I moved here pre-pandemic, but people who move here and don't want to seek out something new and different, why did you move here?
The digital space can be so invasive and intoxicating. How do you continue to create vulnerability walls and protecting your peace?
Every few months I feel like I build up a really healthy barrier between me and online, and then it kind of crumbles, and then I have to build it up even bigger again. Every time I think I've reached a healthy relationship, a good mental state, something happens that I'm like, wasn't healthy enough, and then I have to like keep working at that, and I guess that's kind of just like a lifelong thing. I'm pretty good about, for the most part, being in a space of I'm just posting for me, like that's all it is. I'm not trying to hit a follower count or anything, like I'm posting for the people who regularly see my videos and like care about them. But then every now and then it just gets really freaking discouraging, and then I just build it back up again.
If your closet were a museum exhibit, what would it be called?
Whatever She Wants, the disorganized life of Kelley Hire.
Love it. What is one archived version of yourself that still lingers in the background of everything you make?
My clowncore era will forever be a part of me. Early 2020, we're all stuck alone inside, and I kind of just started to put together clown-inspired looks, but not just like, I think people hear clown and they think circus clown, but from my like pretentious theater background, thinking of like Commedia dell'arte, the Pierrot clown and stuff like that, I was also having at that time, like a lot of people, weird feelings about my gender, and I think clowns, especially in Shakespeare, hear myself talk. I'm like, girl, come on.
No,
but they kind of exist in this like outside realm. So, you know, like there's the drama and the comedy that's happening between the lovers in the play, and the clown is on the outside and they see everything and they understand what's going on, but they're not really part of it. And so that's kind of how I was feeling about my gender, that like femininity was like I enjoyed it, but it was very much a mask I was putting on. And so something about dressing up like a clown for a little bit made me feel more comfortable in my gender. And so I just followed that thread, and at the end of it, we end up with the she they in the bio, you know, like.
And that's on knowing thyself.
And that's on knowing thyself.
Okay, last question. Where do you see yourself in a year, and do you have any fun or exciting projects coming up?
In a year, freaking working on a set, hopefully.
Let's
oh my
go.
god. Just sort of like continuing that as my guiding light, and really being thankful that the success I have had on social media has opened more doors to like meet more people. I just want to be on set, I just want to be acting, I just want to be working, still having fun making things on social media, and just continuing to like grind in the background. In a year, I hope to be booked and busy. Yay!
Well, I do too, and I can't wait to see what you work on next. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.